Sit.
Okay, you were saying?
Yeah, so what we have found is that when farmers persecute a pack of dogs, we actually find that the conflict gets worse.
How do you mean?
Well, because of their social dynamics.
Because of persecute, I understand that they kill them.
Yeah. So when farmers kill one or two wild dogs from a pack, the conflict gets worse because the pack becomes unstable. And they also stick around looking for their pack mates for months. So killing them, they don't just leave.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's better to chase them away
Well,
than
those,
killing them actually, because if you kill them,
yeah,
you are
those,
destabilizing the social structure.
Yeah.
And because they're emotional, they stick around looking
Yeah.
for their family.
Yeah. And the alphas, that alpha male and that alpha female, they're kind of the glue that keeps the pack together. And they are the animals that make the decisions and also learn how to stay out of trouble. So when we're killing these alphas, the older animals that, really are the glue of that pack, we destabilize that whole system.
They start dispersing
Yeah.
maybe, and this
Yeah.
one goes there,
Yeah.
causes trouble there.
Yeah. And then when they're in even smaller groups, they cause even more issues. Yeah. So then you find that the conflict, because now you've only got, two wild dogs trying to hunt. And so they're going to attack 3, 4, 5 calves in a night before they can actually kill something. So, now they can't take down a bigger animal like a kudu that is natural prey to them. So these splinter off, groups or persecution ends up causing a lot more conflict.
So at the moment, the main solution that you can help them with is, okay, they can call you, you come to the farm,
Yeah.
you can assess the situation so that you know just even identifying the alpha male and female
Yeah.
already helps a lot.
Yeah.
So that you know not to hurt those ones. But it's not like the Cheetah Conservation Fund where you relocate the animals.
No, so I mean, relocation is not easy, and I think this is something that we all need to address. Namibians and farmers, are, I find, some of the most tolerant people in the world when it comes to carnivores and the issues that they have with carnivores. The fact of the matter is that relocating animals has its own complex issues. We've got to find space to send them, and we're running out of space. This is the issue. And it's not a solution because you're just opening up that area for, other issues. So where we've seen in landscapes throughout Namibia where they've taken out some of the large carnivores and disrupted a healthy ecosystem, then your smaller carnivores, those populations explode, like jackals and caracal. So, trying to stabilize our systems is important. We have had this recent case where we have moved a pack of dogs out of a farm. It wasn't an easy decision, and I think each case is its own case, and it's very unique. And we have to, look at what is the best case for this.
So what does the process look like of gathering up the animals now? So you
very difficult. Yeah. So I mean, it takes time to first try and understand what are we dealing with, like what's the dynamics of this group of wild dogs. Yeah, exactly. So that takes a bit of time, understanding the land uses, what's happening there, understanding the neighbors, understanding prey density, what are the other issues that those farmers are facing, is this actually viable wild dog range? And then in terms of capturing dogs, it's not easy. They are some of the hardest. So that's why you can't, to catch a whole pack is not simple.
How big is that pack that you caught?
This recent one was a very exceptional case because, from our understanding, it started as a bigger group. We think about 5 individuals. It dwindled down to definitely 3 by the time we got there. And then while we were monitoring the situation, we think we lost a 3rd one. So in the end, it was only 2 adults, and they already had a litter of puppies in an area that was just not viable for dogs. It was not a good place. I think They'd come in from the east through one of these umarambas, which is almost like a natural corridor. They kind of came in and found themselves there. It's a newly formed pack, so they're quite young. This was probably their first litter, and they just came into an area that's just not suitable. And then because some of them were lost, whether it was to persecution or other predators, or we don't know, snares maybe. A group of 5 that would have been able to successfully hunt kudu and gemsbok and other larger prey came down to eventually 2, and they can't. So they started hammering cattle. So that it was a very, and it took us a while to investigate it, with full support from the farming community, and MEFT. And so making that decision to move that pack of dogs was a very informed decision. We don't just go in and take animals away.
MEFT,
Yeah.
it's a whole process.
Yeah.
Before you continue, I just want